So, when I started my spiritual journey, I got invited to have a life activation session. I was curious as to why my teacher was so adamant that I should have this. At this time in my life, I felt that I was in the light and that I was connected to the light, but I had a lot of unanswered questions. She invited me multiple times to have a life activation. And finally, I decided, okay, let me do this. I chose to have a direct experience and see what would actually happen for me. The day after I had the life activation session, I woke up in the morning and I could feel and sense inside me that something was different, but I could not articulate it into any words or put it into any kind of a formula. So my logical mind was really struggling. It was struggling to understand what had happened and if it was working. Now, in the days and weeks that followed, I realized that I was indeed a lot more at peace within myself. I was more aware of my surroundings. And I was moving more into my own truth and my self awareness in a very authentic and aligned way. This was a very different experience for me. What happens when you have a life activation? Well, the light flows into the structure physically and spiritually. We are both physical and spiritual beings living life. When I had the life activation, it brought light into the receptors, which are scientifically called the codons, so that the light of who I am as a spirit could work in alignment with the physical parts of me. And in turn, I could manifest and align my true self, as above, so below. And as a result of this session, I decided I wanted to become a life activation practitioner. I wanted to be a practitioner of this modality. So I went to Healers Academy program where I learned so much more about the activation and what actually happens when you do the activation. And I learned how to do the activation protocol. Not long after I completed Healers Academy program, I was driving my 6-year-old godson to his soccer game. And he was sitting in the booster seat in the back of the car when he asked me, "What is your job in the world?" At this time, I was asking myself this very question. So I said to him, "What do you think it is?" And from this little babe's mouth comes forth, "I think your job is to keep the light on in the world." And in that moment, driving along in the car, I realized, yes, that's an amazing job to have. And it's a fantastic way to describe what I do as a life activation practitioner. And since that day, this has been the primary focus of my life. When I do life activations for my clients, I give them a tremendous gift. As the DNA strands are lit up, both spiritually and physically. And as a result of this, they bring more life force energy that they can use in the physical world. The life force energy flows in through the crown chakra, which is at the top of the head, and then it continues to flow down into the rest of the chakra system and into every cell in the body, bringing your whole being into a higher light and into a lighter physical vibration. With the life activation, you take yourself from this physical body into a whole new state of being. You're moving beyond human existence. What was once a human organism is now encoded into a divine frequency that will continue to grow and develop. It's holding and growing light light that can be moved and used each day for you. This flow of light creates enormous personal transformation. As the cells create and increase in light, higher frequency energies come in and are anchored, and lower frequencies are released. Negativity, debris held in the cellular structure are released. Toxins are released. Blocks are released. And there's no need to focus or engage with it. It happens automatically. And as the light activates the DNA, it awakens the dormant parts of the DNA. And this activation helps every cell to vibrate alive. And the shifts after this light flow comes in creates more light and creates enlightenment. And over time, this will allow you to access all of your mind, to have more awareness in your surroundings and within you, so that you can unlock and unfold your true purpose in life. It starts the process of letting go of old mindsets, old patterns. Everything gets dissolved that's in the way of you being in your true essence. And when you shed what is not you, you're able to bring in your full true purpose and fulfill it in this light. The life activation brings you into a very peaceful state of being and allows you to be aligned and to be alert and to, all of your senses to work together so that you can use your unique gifts. And as a result of this, it brings more joy, more creativity, and more abundance into your life every day. So what you're actually doing is you're living life alive every day. Let's keep this conversation going. Comment on the link below. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can see all of my new videos as I upload them. I look forward to working with you.